Hello there, it's Bentley. I'm back trying to set the record straight on what's actually happening here. Because I'm a good person. I believe in God, I believe in Jesus Christ, and I believe in anybody who loves Jesus too. So, setting that straight. I had a girlfriend, got her pregnant. She had a problem with drugs and everything, I thought, and I'm not staying here no more and stuff. After about 8 months and 9 months, I seen a doctor. I'm like, wow, you got to do something about this stuff. So she ends up disappearing and meets some lady that ends up at this place called His Nesting Place, a home for unwed mothers that are pregnant, homeless. It's a shelter. So she gets in there and everything, but I have to find her. I have to get the district attorney of Orange County to go down there and personally find her because I didn't want to get in any trouble messing with any program, right? They find her. They tell her she's going to have to go down to Orange County where I filed looking for her and stuff because it was a child abduction thing they were looking into. And whatever, we're in the story, short story, okay? They end up having her in court. They end up finding that I'm the father. She even put somebody else's name on the birth certificate trying to hide this fact because she was planning an abortion. Or adoption. For money. It's a Christian thing, but adoption for gain. Okay, for profit. And when I found out about this stuff, it actually made me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach to this day. But now here's the deal. The church, His Nesting Place, they have a big responsibility. It's a church. And you have a big responsibility to guide these women in the right way and not manipulate, lie, or do anything else. You tell me I'm the greatest person in the world. They're telling me, hey, it's good to see a father stand up and come in here and stuff and do that. Yeah, of course, it's my daughter. I'm not going to let her be raised by someone else. Come on. And Neosha's she's nuts. She's got mental issues out the butt, but no one seems to be looking at it. Well, whatever goes on. That baby ends up getting a big bruise on its leg after 3 months when they're watching. I didn't even see the bruise, so I can't tell you about it because I didn't do it, and I know what was going on. They end up coming in the next day. Social service gets a report from somewhere else, comes in and checks her out, sees this big bruise, says, wow, where did this come from? She did, I don't know. It was kind of red the other day. Bentley must have did it. God is my witness. Jesus is my Lord. Had nothing to do with it. Nothing. And I'm really ashamed of those people for trying to pass the buck on something that happened in their place to me who's innocent of nothing but visiting my child. Okay? That's all I've been doing. So they try to pass the buck on me. Next time I get a call in saying I did child abuse. Come on, man. They were a mother too. Both of us got accused of it, and we don't even see each other. We don't even stand in the same room with each other. They actually handed me take the baby from her and give me the baby during my visits. And then when I leave, I have to give it back to somebody, and I don't know where the baby goes. Who is she giving it to? All I know is she started being crazy about all kinds of stuff. Now, they end up coming in a month later to take the baby out of it because all the investigation and everything just didn't add up. Bottom line, my child, my daughter I love more than anything, got hurt on your property in His Nesting Place. So I'm warning every mother now because they crossed the line. He has a big duty, he has a big responsibility, Pastor Al, to tell the truth and not manipulate nothing for his gain. Because now they accuse an innocent person, me. They passed the buck trying to. It ain't working. It ain't gonna happen because I didn't do it. But they're trying to say that maybe he did it is what they turned it into, which is they know is a lie. That's what kills me. They know I didn't do it, but yet they're willing to let an innocent person take the fall because they don't want anyone to think that you go to this place where they promote family, children, and pro-life, that they could ever have a child get hurt on their property. And they know that it happened through one of their people, not me, but they passed the buck on an innocent person. And they know I'm innocent. That's where it's bad. I ain't God. God ain't going to go for that. Jesus is my Savior and my guide. He will not allow you to manipulate and lie. Now, I'm warning everybody now because I know this from first-hand thing. I've been in court ever since trying to deal with this, and they're just at a standstill. They don't know what to think. Okay, because now they have people in their lines and I shake the baby and all kinds of stuff. No one ever said anything about anything for 3 months. They said what a great father I was, but afterwards they're getting blamed. And now I'm being witness, the baby, shaking the baby, and witness that they're coming out because the investigation, everybody's saying stuff that I heard that I'm on drugs and everything like that. This is funny. Not one word was ever said till after they took the baby out of there and they had to start protecting themselves. Well, he has a big responsibility. He actually asked for counseling. I went in there for counseling with him. Spent a couple hours talking to him. At the end of the conversation, he said, you know what? You're actually a nice guy. I actually like you, but I don't know what I'm going to tell Noisha. Neosha got mad that they're talking to me, not believing her. She's such a manipulator, it's not even funny. Well, the baby's out there in protective custody now. I have to drive all the way to LA County. I live in Huntington Beach, all the way down to the city just to see the baby for 2 hours. And out of nowhere, I noticed on the internet, on Facebook, that hey, she has also monitored visitation, same as me, because she's being accused too. And I see the baby with her in her arm at their banquet. With the speaker up to her face and everything. What a great mother she is. I'm thinking, what is my child doing? They're supposed to be in protective custody. So they're letting the world know, they're falsifying everybody to let the world know that she is an outstanding person. She is in best standing. She does all her things. She's just a great person. And nothing about the molestation or not molestation, about the abuse that went on, physical abuse. Nothing about that. They're making her look like to the world that everything is hunky-dory, or everything's great and fine. But it's not. It's not at all. And when you start hiding stuff like that in the name of God, there's something wrong. And I'll stand up for Jesus Christ every time. You do not have the market on God. No one does. Jesus is there for everybody. So you do your manipulating, lying, and now you're saying, hey, I'm on drugs, this and that, and never said nothing. Come on. Stop attacking me. The Lord's on my side on this one. Now you got a big responsibility as a preacher to the church, to guide people and not lie, not manipulate, and especially not to just, okay, well, I'm not going to say nothing. No, you need to set the record straight. You need to fix whatever wrong you've done, because if you realize it, and you definitely can't just ignore it. There's been lies, manipulation, and my child, Sarah, is the one who is now hurting because of it. Okay? Take some responsibility, people, because I do. I'm warning the world. Beware of his nesting place. A home for unwed mothers. Homeless unwed mothers, a shelter. I mean, there's only 3 women there. There's supposed to be 20. You have room for 20, and that just tells you what's going on. People don't trust the place, and I wouldn't. Absolutely not. Look, they put my life in turmoil. They're destroying things. Now, the false advertisement deal that they're doing is just beyond whatever. They say they promote family, and they counsel for family, and and the baby's being born and not no abortion. Hey, that's all fine. Dad, I like you. I like what you do. But you better do it, man, because you're just destroying my life. And I've done nothing. So let's get the record straight. I'll be back. For father's rights, for one thing, you're totally stepping on that. The people in there, some of them are mental. They gave her medicine to take for her mentalism, and yet the church says, no, we don't do that. We believe God's going to cure everything. I'm all for that, but you know what? Maybe God put that scientist or that doctor here to create the medicine to make her better. Okay? Now the child got hurt. Come on, people. If you're going to run a church, run it right. My father was a preacher for 35 years. I never seen him lie. I've done a lot of things bad, maybe misled people and everything, but he never lied. Because if you're not lying, then you're telling the people the truth and letting them make their own decision. Not saying you're right, not saying you're wrong. But for heaven's sakes, let's get it right here, okay, people? I don't know what to say besides that I've studied Hebrew, Arabic, like right here. I was just going to show you, right back here. And I studied the Bible. It's been shoved in my mouth, in my ears. You name it, I've heard it my whole life, Christianity and everything. And I believe I'm a Christian, but you know what I believe? I believe God likes you just the way you are and accepts you just the way you are. And I never, ever interfere with somebody else's family. And I never lie to manipulate to keep. I understand where you're coming from. You got to protect your women, but you don't protect them from someone who's a good guy. You don't lie and down this person and blame me, who's innocent, and you know it. That's the biggest thing of this whole deal. They know I didn't do it, but they don't want to blame it on her or their church, so they tell them an innocent person did. The next guy up, me. Come on. I couldn't hurt a child, man. You ask anybody about that. I might have issues at certain things, but hurting a child is not on there. I help people. I tell people to be better tomorrow than you were today. That's all that Jesus wants. You don't have to be this perfect, standing on the corner, ranting and raving God person. You don't. God wants you just the way you are, and just try to be better the next day, because now you understand that He wants you to be a good person, and maybe you can be that good person. But you don't down people when they're doing right. I was doing right. I found my child. I stood up. I'm a father. I just wanted the right things done. And they turned it all around. They allowed her to put someone else's name on the birth certificate. No, and he's not the father. She knows my number. She knows where I live. She knows what's going on. But they try to promote it for this adoption thing could go on. Private adoption and baby for profit. Made me sick. Made me stinking sick when I found out about it. I didn't even know stuff like that in the world happened. It's legal because it's private, but it's wrong. You don't adopt someone else's baby out there. They put someone else's name on that birth certificate before they could do that. But why put a stop to that? I've spent so much money. It's not even funny. I could be spending this money on my child and enjoying her and doing everything else. Instead, they have made this mess. And if they're going to promote family counseling and stuff like that on their brochures and everything, then they better start doing it. Because you're destroying my family. You lied, manipulated, and done all kinds of bad stuff. And I'm going to warn every woman out there: beware of his nesting place until they straighten this out. He needs to set He needs to set everything straight. He needs to do what's right, man. Everybody does. Everybody who's involved with that place, that knows what went on, needs to set the record straight and stop passing the buck on to innocent people that you know. Boy, is that wrong. Jesus ain't gonna let this happen. I have no doubt in my mind in the end what's gonna happen. I have no doubt in my mind. You can make it rough on me. You can be on the side of the devil even. That's what it seems to me. You're walking with one foot in here and with God and the other foot with the devil. You know what that makes you? That makes you damned. You better start worrying about your soul more than anything else. And you better start worrying about the people you're talking to because you're responsible for them when you're talking to them. You need to tell them the truth. I'd be happy with you if you just told the truth. But you know the lies that have been told. I shake the baby, you say, and stuff. And no one's ever said one thing about the 3 months I've been there, what a great person I was with the baby. The baby loves me, laugh, enjoying, and I enjoy her. And then after this thing of abuse that comes on them, they blame me, and now I'm a bad guy, and I'm shaking the baby. This is nonsense. Nonsense. And you're my daughter now. My daughter don't get to see either one of us. I got to go for visits a couple hours a week, all the way in L.A. and the out of nowhere. Come on. And then you guys promote her at a banquet, and she ends up on the internet promoting what a great mother she is. Can't screw up no worse than this has been going. Okay, and I sat there and listened to everybody in this church, and I kept my eyes open. I heard the girls yelling, "Leave me alone! Why are they making me put someone else's name on the birth certificate and stuff?" I'm going, wow, what is going on here? Isn't this a church? Until I went to church and the doors are locked. You don't get to go in this church unless they invite you in and it's there. It's not, church is for, if you're going to run a church, it's open to everybody who needs a chance to listen to it. That's how you save souls, okay? And it ain't us saving the soul. It's Jesus taking a part of it and doing it. And I don't see Jesus walking in your life when you guys are destroying it and manipulating and putting your feelers out and making people do all this nonsense. I see stuff every day that I never thought was possible lately with you people. Yeah, but what I'm putting on here right now is the truth. 100% truth. I can back up everything I've ever said. 100%. I wouldn't be saying it otherwise. So beware of his nesting place. And fathers, beware of your fatherly rights being stepped upon. Because you need to step up to him. Just because she's a woman doesn't mean I love women. Don't think I don't. I love them to death. Don't think they have the right to have somebody else tell them what to do and manipulate and everything. You know what they call that when you start telling everybody what to do and do it our way, or you're out of here? They call that a cult. Because they tell me I can't talk to her. They are not going to let me talk to her because I'd like to talk to her just to find out what happened. It's my daughter. I have the right. I protect her as much as I can. That's what I was doing until they tried to take my fatherly rights away. God's not going to let you get away with this. You need to promote love, caring, and the truth. You can't lie and think I'm lying, but I'm doing a good thing. That's what you're covering it with. But you know what? A lie is a lie. A sin's a sin. God looks at it all the same. So you need to correct this thing that is in the future is going to damage your soul. Because just because people don't believe in what you believe in to the extent, don't make them wrong. A lot of people go along different ways. I believe God wants you to be a better person tomorrow than you are today. That's all I ask out of you. So, I'm Bentley Barrett. You see my other posts I've been putting on there with some of my visits with my daughter. And let's just figure out what happened here. I want anybody who knows what happened to come forward and let me know, because I don't feel good till I know what's going on. I'm not just going to let this go away. I'm not here to go away. I'm here to stay. I'm here to raise my daughter. I'm here to promote love and family and fatherism and all that stuff. You're not going to get my baby and put her in a foster care system and let her raise that way and lie about it, just keep her away from it because you don't want her to know the truth. You're not going to be able to get away with it. I'm not going to allow it. I'll be here tomorrow, the next week, next month, next year, until she's 18 years old. I will be here to prove my point. Because you just do not take a child away from its father. You might take him away from the mother, where you're at and stuff. And you might have a reason to do it, but you don't do it. You're not taking my child. That's my child. You don't have the rights to my child. She's mine. I love her. God breathed life into her for some reason. With Noisha and me, when we made love, and that is that. She's our child. Just like I am the child of God. You think God's going to deny me and get away from me and run from me? I don't think so. So all I'm doing is trying to make God proud of me, you know? It'd be easy for me just to walk away, but I'm not going to. I'm here for the long run. We'll find out what's going on in the air. I'll keep everybody informed. Again, I'm here for father's rights. I'm here to telling people now, beware of his nesting place. It's not what it's cut up to be. You go there, the doors are locked. They don't let anybody in to just let in. It's got it all buttoned up. I was the first guy probably let in there in forever. I had to get a court order to get in there, though. And I've seen the manipulation. I've seen the women, they're screaming, yelling. You know, I get the reports, and my wife's in there, or my girlfriend's in there, yelling and screaming at the baby, shut up, you know, waking everybody up. Come on, I'm scared now. Now you guys really scare me. So let's get this right. Let's finish this. Someone come forward and tell the truth. I'm sure there's somebody in there that knows the truth that got out of there. You know, contact me anytime you want. Ben Barrett, BenBarrett 397 @gmail.com. I'd love to hear what you have to say. God bless. See you later.